sovereign energy, sacred boundaries, and relational prosperity. Quantum opening. Your mind becomes a living altar where intention crystallizes into form. Your heart becomes a throne where the sovereign self remembers its lineage of light, and your body becomes the temple where boundaries transform into blessings. Today, your energy learns a new grammar, a golden syntax of yes and no that writes prosperity into every relationship, project, and prayer. Section 1. Deep Gaze, the Myth of the Golden Shore. Imagine a coastline of luminous sand where each grain is a decision, each tide is a cycle, and each conch contains an ancestral song. On that shore stands your sovereign self, a lighthouse that does not chase ships, a steady presence that radiates navigation for all who choose to approach. The sea does not apologize for its horizon. The cliff does not lower itself to meet the wave. The lighthouse does not dim to soothe the night. True sovereignty holds its altitude with tenderness, letting gravity do the work of alignment. In the inner pantheon, 4 archetypes awaken to guard your energy economy. 1. The sovereign embodied dignity, clear yes, clean no, measurable rhythms, and a devotion to the whole that includes oneself. The sovereign remembers that generosity without boundaries becomes leakage, and boundaries without love become walls. The sovereign masters the seasons of giving, receiving, and resting. 2. The lover. The lover waters connection with presence, beauty, touch, artistry, and compassion. When the lover is balanced, intimacy multiplies vitality. When unbalanced, the lover merges without edges and drowns the fire of purpose. The lover thrives when the sovereign defines the garden. 3. The magician. The magician maps symbols into results. Language becomes wand, imagery becomes portal, ritual becomes code. The magician respects the law of correspondence and is most potent when the sovereign curates what is invited into the castle of attention. 4. The warrior. The warrior protects life with courage and precision. The warrior distinguishes urgency from manipulation, passion from invasion, and conflict from disrespect. The warrior does not fight love. The warrior removes noise so love can do its work. Your journey begins when you declare that your life is art, your attention is currency, and your boundaries are instruments. You step off the sands of confusion and onto a path paved with sovereign agreements. Each agreement is a chord that tunes your reality. Each chord harmonizes the field around you. Relational prosperity begins as internal music, then becomes resource, opportunity, and shared flourishing. Section 2. Scientific and Psychological Foundations. Humanistic Psychology. Humanistic psychology places intrinsic worth at the center and views growth as unfolding potential. Self-actualization emerges when behavior aligns with core values, when authenticity is permitted, and when conditions of worth dissolve into unconditional positive regard for the self. Boundaries are not punishment. Boundaries are conditions for authenticity to breathe. Transpersonal psychology. Transpersonal psychology integrates the spiritual dimension with psychological development. States of unity, peak experiences, and archetypal encounters become legitimate data points. In such states, one sees that boundaries are not separation but clarity. The cell membrane does not hate the blood. The membrane defines the intelligence of exchange. Sanindra, Karin, neuroplasticity and attention. Where attention goes, neural pathways grow. Repeated choices build myelin around habits. Boundary training reorganizes the brain's prediction machinery, reducing fawn responses, compulsive people-pleasing, and trauma loops. The prefrontal cortex stabilizes choice. The amygdala learns safety through congruent action. The vagus nerve entrains calm through breath and posture. When the body knows that the no will be respected, the nervous system stops screaming through symptoms. Polyvagal and relational safety. Social engagement thrives when safe connection is available. Chronic override of boundaries keeps the body in sympathetic activation or dorsal collapse. Clear boundaries restore the possibility of co-regulation. Your no increases the quality of your yes. This becomes relational prosperity because partners, clients, friends, and collaborators can rely on your clarity. NLP as a bridge. NLP offers concrete tools to reframe and rewire. Submodalities shift the felt sense of memories and projected futures. Anchors install states on demand. Language patterns transform constraints into choices. Timeline processes renegotiate the past without denial. These tools are spiritual when they serve love and dignity. Examples: a creator who accepts every request burns out and resents clients. After boundary training, the creator offers clear packages, schedules deep work in focus blocks, and reserves recovery windows. Revenue rises because trust rises. A caregiver who never says no to family obligations becomes symptomatic. After practicing breath and boundary scripts, the caregiver renegotiates roles, schedules personal joy, and experiences fewer flare-ups. Health improves. Relationships soften because honesty increases. Section 3. Biodecoding applied. The body remembers the gate. Biodecoding invites symbolic reading of symptoms. This is not a medical diagnosis or substitute for professional care. It is a contemplative map to explore emotional biographies etched into tissues. Throat tightness may reflect unspoken boundaries, undone goodbyes, or undelivered truths. The body holds the gate of speech until alignment returns. Skin issues often symbolize boundary themes. The skin is the first border between self and world. Invasion, intrusion, or overexposure may present as irritation, itching, or inflammation. Gut unrest may mirror the inability to digest situations. Indigestion in life becomes indigestion in tissue. Lower back tension may reflect over-responsibility and the habit of carrying what is not yours. A suggested path of release. 1. Name the emotional biography of the symptom. Write a short sentence that binds meaning with compassion. Example statement of power without blame. I honor my skin as a wise guardian that signals when my exposure exceeds my grounded consent. 2. Breath and posture. 3 rounds of slow inhale through the nose to a comfortable count. Slow exhale through the mouth longer than the inhale. Spine tall, shoulders relaxed. The exhale educates the vagus nerve that safety is present. 3. Ritual of return. Place a hand on the area while saying I return to myself the energy that I gave under confusion. I bless all involved. I now choose clarity, timing, and mutual benefit. 4th, symbolic gesture. For throat themes, write the undelivered message and read it aloud in a safe space. Then seal the page inside an envelope labeled delivered to the field. For skin themes, apply a moisturizer with mindful touch as if drawing a luminous membrane. For gut themes, prepare a simple grounding meal with gratitude and slow chewing. 5. Update the agreement. Decide what new behavior will express the boundary. Put it in writing. Integrity repairs the body's need to shout. Always consult healthcare professionals for medical concerns. Biodecoding is a complementary, symbolic practice that supports awareness and choice. Section 4. Quantum NLP. Toolkit, protocols, and practices. These practices operate like software updates for your mind-body system. Treat them as sacred technology. 4.1 State Installation Anchor. Choose a state to install such as calm power. Recall a moment that already contains this state. Intensify sensory detail. See the colors brighter, hear the sounds closer, feel the posture more fully. At the peak, press thumb and middle finger together on your non-dominant hand. Hold for a breath. Release. Repeat 3 times with different memories of the same state to stack the anchor. Test by firing the anchor and noticing the state arrive. Use this anchor before boundary conversations, content creation, or negotiations. 4.2 Submodality Recode for Overwhelm. Notice the inner image of a demand that drains you. Shrink it to a postage stamp, push it far on the mental horizon, drain sharpness, reduce sound, and lower brightness. Bring forward an image of your clear plan instead, enlarging, sharpening, and brightening it to dominance. Seal with a slow exhale and the phrase, I choose the plan that honors life. 4.3 Timeline Boundary Repair. Visualize your personal timeline from past to future. Locate 3 past moments where you abandoned a boundary. Step into each moment as your present sovereign self. Offer the past self a sentence of power: I am here. You are safe, and we choose dignity now. See the scene update. Lock the new memory by breathing down the body. Turn to the future and plan 3 boundary events with clear lines, clean agreements, and mutual celebration. 4.4. Part integration for mixed signals. Identify 2 parts such as the generous healer and the protector. Hold a palm up for each. Ask both parts to reveal their positive intent for you through sensation or imagery. Invite both intents into a third space above your heart. Merge hands over the chest and breathe until a single integrated posture arrives, such as warm spine, strong heart. From now on, generosity flows through structure. Dala. 4.5. Belief alchemy script. Old belief. If I set boundaries, I lose love. Counter evidence. When I set clear timelines with clients, our respect grows. New belief. When I set loving boundaries, love and respect increase. Installation. Repeat out loud while gazing softly at a fixed point and tapping the heart center gently. 4.6. The Prosperity Calendar. Color code your week into 3 zones: creation, connection, recovery. Creation holds deep work blocks protected from interruptions. Connection holds sessions, sales, outreach, and collaboration. Recovery holds movement, sunlight, cleaning, cooking, sleep, and leisure. Place your most valuable boundary where it matters most. No notifications during creation blocks. Prosperity rises when the calendar becomes an altar to rhythm. 4.7. The 3-step boundary dialogue. Opening. Name your care and clarity in 1 sentence. I value this relationship and I want to keep it clear. Boundary. Name your request with neutral specificity. From now on, I receive calls between 10 and 16 with prior message. Offer. Describe the channel that fits. For anything urgent, use the dedicated link or leave a voice note. Close. Thank and affirm. Thank you for honoring this structure. It helps me serve with excellence. Dabbarawa. 4.8. Micro ritual for digital gates. Before opening any app, fire your calm power anchor. Whisper, only what serves the mission enters this castle. Enter with intention, leave with closure, and place the device face down as a sign of completion. Section 5. Spiritual Perspective and Christic Consciousness. Christic consciousness radiates as active compassion, unity without collapse, and love that clarifies rather than indulges. In this frequency, a boundary is an act of mercy. It protects innocence and honors mutual freedom. The open heart does not mean the open door at all hours. The open heart means the open light that knows its purpose and therefore chooses its timing. From the lens of Buddhist emptiness, forms are empty of fixed essence yet full of function. A boundary is a dependent arising, a skillful means. It carries no inherent harshness. It is compassion shaped as structure. Psychomagic supports this understanding by creating symbolic acts that speak in the native language of the unconscious. The ritual object becomes a bridge that the body trusts. Your soul is not separate from the world it loves. Your soul is the world remembering itself through you. Each time you honor your limits, you strengthen the field so that truth can land without deforming bodies. Each time you name your needs without drama, you seed a culture where needs are not crimes but coordinates for healthy exchange. Let your prosperity be devotional. Let your invoices be hymns to reciprocity. Let your scheduling links be rosaries of time well tended. Let your castle doors be carved with the words love enters through clarity. Section 6. Integrative Ritual. The membrane of light. Materials: a white candle, a small bowl of water with a pinch of salt, a ribbon or cord, a pen and paper, and a natural oil or moisturizer. Steps 1. Grounding breath. Inhale to a comfortable count while imagining roots descending from your feet. Exhale longer than you inhale while imagining a column of light aligning your spine. Repeat for 3 to 5 cycles. 2. Declaration of sovereignty. Stand upright and speak. I claim my energy as sacred. I remember my origin in love. I welcome prosperity that honors mutual freedom. My yes is clean. My number is kind. My timing is wise. 3. Water consecration. Touch the salted water and trace a circle around your body's aura as far as your arms can reach. Whisper, this membrane of light protects, filters, and blesses. 4. Candle of clarity, light the candle and affirm I illuminate my boundaries with compassion. I let my life be organized by love. 5. Ribbon contract, tie the ribbon around your wrist or place it in your pocket as a talisman. Speak, this ribbon represents my new agreements with time, attention, and trust. 6. Skin anointing. Apply the oil or moisturizer as if painting a luminous suit over your arms, chest, and throat. Feel the skin rejoicing as a wise guardian. State I enjoy being well-bounded and deeply connected. 7. Written agreements. On paper, write 3 clear boundaries and 3 clear permissions. Boundary example. Messages responded to within 24 business hours. Permission example. Daily hour of undisturbed creation. Sign and date the page. 8. Anchor. Installation. Fire your calm power anchor. Touch the ribbon. Place the paper beneath the candle. Seal with the phrase, so it is, under grace, in perfect timing. 9. Integration. Drink water. Walk slowly around your space to reset the vestibular system. Smile softly, as if your face were a sunrise. Repeat this ritual each week to fortify the membrane. Track the results as evidence that your life loves structure. Triangular daily practice. Menu. The energy economy ledger. Morning scan. 1 minute to name top 3 values for the day. Gatekeeping mantra. Only aligned requests enter. Body check. Jaw soft, shoulders low, pelvis heavy, breath fluid. Creation block. 90 minutes of focused work. No notifications. Connection window. Respond to messages with templated clarity. Recovery. Joy movement, sun, silence, or music. Night audit, write 2 lines. What honored my energy? What leaked my energy? Adjust 1 boundary for tomorrow. Relational prosperity codes, from leakage to legacy. Reciprocity value circulates along trusted structures. Transparency expectations are shared up front. Surprises become celebrations, not detonations. Cadence. Relationships thrive with rhythm. Weekly check-ins replace monthly firefights. Choice autonomy fuels devotion. The most magnetic field is a field that allows exit with grace. Repair. When rupture occurs, name impact, state needs, and propose a solution. Boundaries evolve with love rather than harden in fear. Celebration honor. Each clean no as a contribution to the ecosystem. Celebrate each clear yes as a seed that will bear fruit in due season. Then a sun, micro practices for the nervous system. The golden exhale. Inhale gently. Exhale with a whisper as if fogging a mirror. Longer exhale signals safety. The sovereign posture. Crown lifted, chin slightly tucked, shoulder blades sliding down like wings. The body teaches the mind that leadership is natural. The gaze reset fix, eyes on a distant point for 10 seconds, then soften to panoramic vision. This widens perception and reduces tunnel stress during negotiations. The throat soothe. Humming for 30 seconds vibrates the vagus nerve and melts voice fear. The skin blessing. When applying lotion after a shower, imagine weaving a golden mesh around your aura that filters noise and welcomes nourishment. Dasatedasing. Business templates that protect your light. Scope definition. Deliverables, timelines, and revision rounds are declared with kindness. Energy windows, office hours, response time, and preferred channels are visible on all profiles. Payment rhythm. Deposits, milestones, and completion ceremonies are scheduled. Consent culture. Before adding anyone to groups, ask for opt-in. Exit ramps. Clear offboarding steps ensure endings are dignified. Community guidelines. Name your culture once and enforce it consistently. These structures are love-shaped as policy. Your art becomes more sacred when the temple has doors that open and close. Ua. The inner alchemy of yes and no. Yes becomes a flame that cooks projects to completion. No becomes a hearth that keeps wind from stealing your fire. The alchemy is simple. Discernment. Is this choice coherent with my values and season? Decision I choose, and my body follows. Devotion. I fulfill my word like sunrise fulfills dawn. When this triad repeats, self-trust compounds into courage, courage compounds into lineage. Your work becomes a river that outlives your name because it serves a well beyond you. Kaetir. High vibration closing. Master. Phrase boundaries are the music through which love learns to dance in me. 24-hour quantum challenge. Choose one relationship, personal or professional. Implement one clear boundary and one clear permission. Write both on a single card, read them out loud, and place the card near your workspace. Honor them for the next 24 hours with calm power and silent joy. Record the tangible shift in energy, time, and mood at the end of the day. Activation code. Speak 3 times with hand on heart and breath steady. I am sovereign light, I am sacred timing, I am prosperous love. May your castle shine with warm windows and strong doors. May your river flow with generosity that does not spill. May your lighthouse guide without strain. May your life remember that every yes and every no can be a hymn to the one life. Con amor, Andrew.